So I get it. Everybody's emotional right now. I've been shocked to read some. I don't know why I'm shocked. I mean, our Giants fans, let's be honest, and I've spoke about this, many times, but Giants fans the last couple years have just been so disappointing. And I can say this a million times over. I just don't understand how we as a fan base can come off this fantastic season with a rebirth, reset, all of everything, right? Great GM, coach of the fucking year. You have your first winning season in over 6 years, first playoff appearance in over 6 years, first playoff win in over a decade. And every trajectory is on the upside. Your quarterback, your franchise quarterback, look at his numbers, better every single year. Your franchise running back just had his best season since his rookie season, and he was healthy. You look at the weapons that have been added around Daniel Jones. The defense completely rebuilt in the last 2 years. And you can look at the rest of the East. There's no question that the Giants are the young team on the rise. But yet, we have fans looking at this in an entirely different way. So I understand everybody's upset because maybe they don't understand that April's not July. But some of these, you're calling Saquon a piece of shit because he's wanting money. He wants what he thinks he's worth. Dexter Lawrence shows he's not a team guy, etc. I mean, this is nonsense. It's really just another example of how bizarre our fan base has become. And I said this last year, but I honestly feel those 2 Super Bowl rings in 5 years' time was ultimately, it broke this fan base. Because a lot of these guys thought success was going to be that frequent. They go through this 10 years of misery. It's been just terrible. Which makes even more the case for what I'm saying. Just went through this 10 years of misery. McAdoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge. We try to forget it, but we had Jason Garrett on the damn sidelines. We went through all of that. We had games where we started Mike fucking Glennon. And we went out under the guys that we're going to try and compete with this shit squad. And here we are, the only team in the NFC East completely on the rise. And off a playoff win. I don't get it. I don't get it. But who knows, next year, maybe a couple wins against our rivals finally, Philly, Dallas. Obviously Daniel Jones winning games isn't enough for some of that fan base. They don't care about that. They want touchdowns, right? They want stats. Stats are king. So maybe if Jones throws 30 touchdowns, maybe they'll start to come around. I don't know what it is, because winning really isn't it. I get all these comments all the time. Yeah, Chuck, we didn't win the Super Bowl. It's not a success if we didn't win the Super Bowl. Everybody knows that, dude. But when you look at it with those lenses on and you're not bringing up the fact of, hey, look at what just happened compared to the last 10 years. You don't just wake up in one season and go from a team that can't even win more than 4 games years in a row to being a badass Super Bowl champion, right? I know a lot of fans have PTSD from the trust the process of the Kettleman era, but we are finally in good hands. Let this play out. Let's panic in July, because then we can all shed our pants come July if these 2 aren't on the field.